Welcome, everybody, to Power Hour on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. We do this every Friday. You're being joined by Mr.StockLockProfits and myself, the Swinging Bull.
How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good, man. How was your day? Lots of good.
My day was good, man. My day was good. Didn't play too much just because the market was pretty red today, right? So
oh yeah.
I played mostly puts, mostly SPY puts, mostly QQQ puts, and that was where my money was made today, man. What about you?
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. No, I was following some healthcare stocks today. We got Pfizer was up 1.34%. ABBV, MRK, a lot of the healthcare stocks were in the green today. Usually we see that when the overall market is red. People kind of flight to safety there. Of course, energy was running today. Another sector that runs when the overall market is red. But if you're looking at my screen here, you can see from this heat map, even the big hitter companies, Apple down almost 4% today. That's a big decrease for a company like Apple in one day there. Google down almost 3%, Facebook down almost 4%, Amazon down, Tesla down almost 9% today.
So yeah, big news for them, huh?
Yeah, I mean, these huge companies being red like this, it's gonna pull the entire market down with them when these companies are selling off like that.
Well, the big reason behind Tesla, right, is they're going to cut that workforce by 10%. That's what Mr. Elon Musk said. Elon Dodge is my name in the Discord sometimes. But yeah, he came out and said, I'm going to cut 10% of our employees.
Yeah, I got the news article pulled up
today.
right now. Yeah, Tesla Inc. plans to cut 10% of its salaried workforce amid concerns about the global economy. And following a hiring spree that has seen the company's headcount swell 45% in 1 year alone. So they went on a massive hiring spree. Their total employees swelled by 45%, and now they're cutting 10% of those people. So, they're kind of stepping backwards there with their workforce. But big news for Tesla, and that's why we saw they were down almost 9% today. So that's a pretty big sell-off for Tesla there. We can even look at the chart here. Yesterday on Tesla, we hit a high of 793, and today we hit a low of 701. So almost $100 per share haircut Tesla took today. That's
big time drop, huh? I mean, that was rough. Such a great week for Tesla too, and then today just ended the week on a low.
Yep. And it looks like we did have a level around the 750 area that we did breach. We breached that low level over the past couple of days, and then today we kind of hit its head on that level, and then of course it's a red candle, so it closed lower than it opened, forming this red candle here. So big sell-off for Tesla. I'll be interested to see how the market reacts to this on Monday. I think, a lot of times when we do get a big sell-off on Tesla, sometimes we'll see buyers step in the following day for either a quick trade or maybe they're buying the dip on a retirement position. But yeah, overall, just a super red day. The S&P 500 down almost 1.5% today. So pretty.
Man, I had a feeling this was going to happen, man. I said yesterday, I said it was too good of a day yesterday. We're up, like everything was up, even large cap stocks were up like 10, 15%. And I just knew, I just had that feeling we're going to sell off today, the same way as we've been doing in the past couple of weeks. You just go up one day, too hot, and come back down the next day, just as bad. So, I mean, we had like Carvana, we had Neo, all these companies up like 10, 12% yesterday, lost all their gains today. So, I mean, you're back to square one.
Yeah, absolutely. They took a step forward and then they took a step back. No problem.
2 steps back, because now they're probably going to make lower lows. So it's tough out there, and it's all about just making sure that you pick those few green days to make those nice trades. To the upside, because we all obviously play the downside too. But if you're playing the upside, there's like 1 or 2 days out the week that you have to time it perfectly. And in the premium section, we do it all the time. And you got to play them well, get out with profit, and then you can obviously play the downside. So it's fun, but I'm more of a bull. So I mean, your name is TheSwingingBull. So
everyone knows I'm a bull, right? So but if you guys are interested, just a little Easter egg I can throw at you guys here
go ahead,
for the free section. Just a quick little tutorial on how to draw a Fibonacci extension. Okay, this is not a Fibonacci retracement. A Fibonacci retracement, we can draw from the top to the bottom if it's a sell-off, or if it's a run and a slight pullback, we can draw a Fibonacci retracement from the low to the high. Now, an extension, if you're interested in having one set up on SPY that you can kind of keep on there until we get out of these levels, what you're going to do is you're gonna click on the drawings, and then you're going to go to the Fibonacci extension. Okay, so it's right underneath the Fibonacci retracement, and this is in the drawing tools. So you click on the Fibonacci extension. You're going to make your first mark on January 4th, when SPY hit a high of 478.49. That's where you're going to start drawing your extension. So you're going to go ahead and click there, and then you're going to draw it down to the low that we had on February 24th. So you're going to start at 478.49. Go ahead and click there, draw it down to the February 24th low, and then you're going to finish the Fibonacci extension by drawing the third plot at the high of 462.07, which was the previous high after we made that low on February 24th. So once you have that all drawn out, now we have some levels that we can keep our eye on for SPY. And as you can see, I'll go ahead and go to let's go to the 1 hour chart here. As you can see, SPY's currently trading in between this 61% and this 78% kind of a channel here. That's where we've been trading in for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about the last 5 trading sessions. This is the channel we're trading in with SPY. So if you're a bull, what we want to see is a break above the 61% level, and that we could have some continuation to the upside if you're a bull. I'm thinking we could have a chance on maybe hitting this 427 to 430 area, and then once that happens, we could probably fall from there. If you're a bear, keep your eye on the 78% level, which is 407.74. If we break below that level, well, we could probably see some more downside from there, and possibly fall below the 400 mark if that happens. So just want to give you guys a little quick tip on drawing a Fibonacci extension.
Hell yeah, man. That's great stuff right there.
Absolutely. So
that's great stuff. So you're looking for a bounce right there on that line. You're looking for buyers to step in right there. Otherwise, it's toast, and we come all the way back down.
We could drop to below 400 if we don't hold this level here on it's about 407.
Well, I mean, we just played some puts, right? So I put the alert out for SPY puts. They smashed target, where we went from, I think it was from about, my average was a little bit lower. My average was 195 a contract. We just hit 230 a contract.
Nice.
Quick little day trade there. So I mean, I don't like how the chart is closing today. Normally, right now, we're going to start to see a big push, if anything, if we're looking, good for next week, maybe.
Yeah.
But we don't have no volume, man. We're just selling off. Every time we get a push, there's sell off right afterwards. Yeah, so the chart does not look good. And I did say, I said it's either going to close at 411 this morning or 418.
Looks like you hit it on the head with that
411, man. Yeah, I was I'm more of a bear today. I said at the beginning of the day, we hit like 120%, 130% on those puts overnight.
Wow.
So I'm still bearish, man. It's just, we're in this channel though. It's not like we're just selling off and making new lows altogether. We're just in this channel in the bigger picture.
Yep.
We're in this channel right now, and all we got to do is play that channel. Up, down, until it breaks out one way or the other.
Correct. Absolutely. That's what I have my
So,
eye on.
but it
Definitely
does look better, though. I mean, we moved up, right? So the last 7 days, we moved up pretty nicely. We're holding this channel that it's in between these fibs right here.
Yep.
Yeah, if we don't hold that level, we come back down to, I think, definitely 405 and lower next week.
Yeah, I mean, I've been impressed with SPY over the past week or so. Just like you said, you know, we hit that low of 380 back on May 20th, and then the buyer stepped in, pushed it up back into this other channel here, which would be the 392 to 407 channel, pushed up above there, kind of dipped a little bit, but buyer stepped in and pushed it back up. Pretty impressed with the run SPY had. Ran all the way to 418, and that was in after hours yesterday. And then, of course, you know, since then we've just been selling off into today. So definitely a key level to look at for SPY is going to be this 407. It's like upper 407 area. 407.74 is what I got. So on Monday, this is the level we're watching. And then, you know, if we do have a green day on Monday, then I'm going to be watching this 418, 419 level and see if we can, you know, if we push to the upside past that.
Sell off right there. Wow.
Oh yeah, it's going on right now. Let me go back to the 1 minute.
I just knew. So those puts are now up to 250 plus on those put side. If you grab them at, I loaded them at 2:51 p.m. So we're 20 minutes into the trade from basically from $2 to 250 plus. So there's a good weekend gift for you.
Yeah.
On the profit side, you know, take your girl out, take your wife out, take whoever out for a nice dinner tonight, and enjoy it.
That's a good way to end the week, man. I love that. Nice little gain on some puts there.
Yeah.
Closing out the week. That's fantastic.
I'm gonna order myself some Cheesecake Factory tonight. If I'm gonna get Cheesecake Factory, I'm gonna get a nice cheesecake, and I'm just
I haven't had cheesecake in forever, and that's actually my favorite kind of dessert there.
Yeah, man, and they make all different. If you love cheesecake, they make every cheesecake you can ask for, so you can go there, man. You're gonna be drooling at the mouth.
Yeah, you know another place that has good desserts and that you've probably been to, Lee, since we both live in Florida. You ever been to Dat's? Have you ever heard of Dat's? D-A-T-Z?
No, I haven't heard of Dat's. No,
I think they originated from Tampa. Was their first location? Patrick, you know about Dat's.
Look who's come on.
God. They got great food as it is if you just want to go there for lunch or dinner, but their desserts, I mean, they got like a mini bakery in the restaurant. It's awesome. Lee, you should check it out. Yeah.
Well, once I get an invitation from our boy over here, the Swinging Bull,
right.
I may just show up in Tampa, which is only about an hour away from me, bud.
Yeah, very close, very close. Let's see. Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah, exactly. You know exactly what's in it, right? And yeah, that's awesome. Homemade cheesecake, man. You guys are getting me hungry.
Don't make me think about the cheesecake too much. Now I'm gonna think about it when I go pick it up. What's actually in the cheesecake? I don't know. I don't know. Should I eat it? Should I not?
Famous Jimmy's from Long Island. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. Looking back at the SPY chart here, we got some more selling going on. It's about 3:15 p.m. Eastern into power hour. We just broke below the 410 price to 409.96. Let's see if buyers can.
Yeah, SPY's not taking me for a ride today. I'm taking SPY for a ride. And SPY, those puts are now 260 plus. You got yourself a nice 30% right there, and that's it. That's it. SPY's not taking my weekend away from me. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to give the profits
right
back,
into the sunset, and SPY is going to be behind me.
Yeah, and that can happen. You know, you have a great week. You're taking profits all week. You got some great plays going on, and then if you get too big for your britches, you get too overconfident, and you start entering some foolish plays on Friday. You know, you're going to give back all your gains from the week, and then it's kind of a wash. So, you know, me personally, when I'm up quite a bit for the week, Towards the end of the week, I start scaling down just about all my day trade positions. I'm not entering as much as I was entering in the beginning of the week. And the main reason is what I just said. We don't want to give our gains back to the market, folks. So, it's just another good little tip. Even for the day, say you did some great trades in the morning and the lunchtime, and you're up several $100 for the day or what have you. And, maybe just slow down a little bit for the rest of the day. At the minimum, just decrease your position sizes. And then that way, if a play goes south on you later on in the day, you're not giving back all your gains. You might give back a little bit of it, but you're playing so small, you're going to be able to keep the majority of the gains that you had. So just keep that in mind. You got to keep your emotions in check, and you don't get too overconfident, because you don't want to give that stuff back to Mr. Market. Okay. So just remember that, keep that in mind.
Absolutely, man. What have you been doing? What are you up to? What have you been trading? Anything new, or what do you think about next week?
Next week, since we're ending the week on a red day, look, SPY down almost 1.7%. I'm hoping for a green day on Monday. And a lot of times we'll see that, right? Like if we have a sell-off Friday, if Friday's kind of a sell-off day, a lot of times we'll see a rebound on Monday. So Monday, I'll be looking for some call option opportunities with the expectation that we should get a little bounce on Monday. If we don't get a bounce on Monday, let me just go to the daily chart here. If we don't get a bounce on Monday, I have a feeling we're going to go below this. If Monday ends up being another red day, we're probably going to be going below this 407 level that I was talking about earlier. So if that happens, well, instead of going call options, I'll just switch to puts right then and there. So, we got to be able to adapt to the price action. I don't try and predict the market too much. I like following what the market's telling me, what the price action is telling me, and those are the plays that I'm going to enter when we wait for the right setups and the confirmation. And
absolutely,
let's let the chart tell us what to do, right?
That's it. It's not about speculating; just let it show you where it's going.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, let the chart tell us what we're going to do. I'm not going to try and tell the chart what to do. I'm going to let the chart tell me what to do. And I think that's the best way to play.
No, that is the best way. That's why we're still here, huh? That's why we're still here. We're still trading. It's because we let the chart do all the work.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just something that you kind of gain insight into the more you trade, and you just get to a point where okay, I'm not going to start trying to predict the market anymore. I'm just going to play what's in front of me, and I think that's a good way to go there. I was saying earlier, energy stocks have been on a tear today.
Bring up basically that because they've been green still, right? I believe.
Yep.
Look at those over there.
This whole sector's green, except for this little guy here, WMB.
That guy's about to go green by the end of the day.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, just one little red guy, but the overall sector super green there. We do have some green here and there. IBM. The whole tech sector was down today, and IBM actually is in the green right now. I'm going to pull up IBM.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm curious to why they're green and no one else in the tech sector is green. Let me pull up IBM and see. Maybe they got some
they had
news
quite the move over the past week. Let's see what's going on with them.
Yeah, let's look up the news here. Okay, let's see here. They got some sort of court deal going on here, like pending litigation or something. Looks like some sort of a $717 million award. Now, is that even IBM? I don't think so.
Yeah, it is. IBM has to pay BMC $1.6 billion. That's a bit lower down 3 days ago.
Now that's interesting, because why? You would think that's bad news, right?
Yeah, they got to pay money. That's bad news. Unless maybe it was a lower settlement, maybe, and that's the win here. Maybe they saved 200 million. I don't know.
That's a good point, Lee, because that's exactly what happened. They were supposed to pay 1.6 billion, because they were poaching AT&T accounts, and then they ended up only having to pay 717 million. Okay, so that's 717 times 2, because they got 717 million in direct damages and 717 million in punitive damages. So it actually, you add those two together, what's that? 1.4 billion. So it ended up being 200 million less than they thought they were going to pay. Maybe that's why they, were a little bit green today. So interesting, very, very interesting. Only tech company green in that sector, as far as the big names go there. We got MSI, what's up 1%. HPE up 1.27%. Warren Buffett bought like $1 billion worth of shares in Hewlett Packard like a couple of months ago. So Hewlett Packard has a pretty bright future.
Hewlett Packard actually is green today, right? So
yes,
Hewlett Packard at earnings yesterday kind of dumped off on earnings. It was around $16 after earnings. We opened up yesterday about $14.23 on the low side.
Yes,
I actually did a swing play at 14. I think it was like 1460 or 1455, nice. Something like that.
Almost called the bottom on that one.
Yeah, we did. You could have taken profit already today, 15-18. That was a good little overnight play.
Yeah.
But I did trim a little bit my position. I'm going to hold a little bit longer. I think that we probably reached that high 15s again, 16 maybe. So I'm just going to hold a small position for more. But yeah, that one's not doing so bad on the recovery, at least.
I like it. Yep.
Also, one man that had earnings and got smashed, but then it recovered and went higher, which is AI. AI was one that we alerted at $14.17. Yesterday morning, I loaded it.
Yeah, that was kind of similar to Hewlett Packard. They had the sell-off from around $18-19 down to about $14. And then just a beautiful recovery there. So
look at this, man. I mean,
you're really good at calling these bottoms, man.
I feel like I've been doing it for some time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were watching it after hours, me and Pookie's stream, and I saw the potential there. They were holding a certain level, and there was buyers stepping in. So I grabbed some after earnings at 1470. We didn't grab the exact bottom, but you don't need to grab the bottom. You just want to confirm that there's some buyers stepping in.
Yeah, you sacrificed.
So we grabbed it.
Yeah, you sacrificed a little bit of the play to make sure we got the confirmation, and then we can feel pretty confident on entering this play.
Man, yes.
On the option? Yeah, 25%.
No, on just a swing, but the options were even bigger profits.
Oh yeah, I mean that. Oh wow, 25% on the equities. I mean, and in the option
in 2 days, world, that's huge. That's huge on a stock like this to get.
Oh, absolutely.
25% in this kind of day, and it's going higher today. The market's terrible, but this is still going higher. So yeah, it's very strong.
Look at this 5-minute chart on AI. It's just loving this 9-day moving average here. It's just hugged it all day, going in an uptrend there. I love seeing stuff like that. And of course,
do you like using that dark blue? I can barely see your EMA.
Yeah, I guess I need to make that a little bit brighter, huh?
Maybe, man. I don't know. Yeah. I don't want to pooch and take over your charts.
Yeah, no. I guess in the recording it comes a little. It looks a little dark. Let me see if I can get it a little bit brighter here. Maybe like a light blue like this. Let's try that. Can you see that better?
I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't see it. But yeah, that one's been great, man. That one's been great. A great play, and yep. I think maybe Amy played some calls on that yesterday.
Yeah. Well, you can see the 9-day now, right? A little bit brighter.
Yeah.
But
how about you just just put your mouse over it, then
yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna leave it there.
Perfect. So you can see it. It's perfect now, man, friend.
But yeah, what a great play on AI.
Yeah, AI has been good. And you know what? If you look at the history of AI, it's come from like $150, $180. Like after IPO'd, we had a nice run. Look, right at the beginning, 183. We're down here. It was down at 13, right?
Yeah,
And the last
13.37.
earnings were I actually were excited about the last earnings. They actually looked better. They were raising their revenue. Things were looking better for them. And you can see that there's more buying occurring right there. So,
yeah, I mean, if you're looking at my chart right here, look at this big green volume bar that came in today. Yeah, look at the size of that thing.
Yesterday. Yep.
Or I mean, yesterday. Yeah. I mean, that was 24 million volume right
So
there.
I mean, maybe that $13 was the bottom, and now we may start seeing it push up. Their business model is pretty good, and they are growing. Their revenue's growing. Things are looking better.
Yes.
And it's been beaten down. So this one may start pushing. I don't know what you think about that, Amy, but I think it could go over like 21, 22 again. Yeah, we may pull down a little bit here before we make the next leg up. But yeah, I think there's some good future in this stock. So definitely one to watch.
Yeah, I mean, you can just tell from the volume profile. I mean, look when it sold off on June 1st.
Yep.
Not really a lot of volume, and then all of a sudden, boom. You know, that's where we see the buyer stepping in. That's why looking at the volume is important, folks. You know, and another thing to keep your eye on, if a stock is uptrending on low volume, that's something you want to be careful of. You know, that could be manipulation there. What do you think? If something's going up on historically low volume compared to the volume it usually has,
Absolutely,
that's kind of like something you want to watch out for before you go long on something.
I agree, for sure.
What else we got? What was?
Well, I'm looking at INDO. I'm looking at INDO. That one's a energy. I think they're pushing into the end of the day a little bit here.
Yeah. Yep.
Energy company.
Fuel, oil and gas.
One that's a meme stock that I know that Austin's also followed along. Oh, big crunch is CEI. That one's.
Oh yeah, Camber Energy.
Yeah,
I remember this one. We day traded this quite a bit.
And they actually had some recent news that they are back in compliance.
That's
even
good.
At this price. They got it on the 24th of May. They're back in compliance with the listing standards.
Okay.
And I believe they're not going to reverse split. And I mean, I added a position yesterday.
Yeah.
High risk because it's sub-dollar. But it isn't in that energy sector, and we've seen huge moves in the past. So yeah, I'm just going to.
When this wants to run, it's going to run. I mean, look at this run. This was September of last year. I mean, just a monster run here from below $1 all the way to 485, and then we had another run just a couple months ago, about 3 months ago, in March.
Yep.
It ran from again. It ran from 60 cents to almost $2.
I mean, they kind of treat this like a meme stock, to be honest with you. It's kind of got into that category of a meme stock.
They have kind of a cult following, don't they?
Yeah, they do. There's some love and hate relationship right there because there's a lot of short. There's like, as soon as it goes high, then there's the short sellers or like the short companies come in with a report, and they bring that thing back down again.
Yeah, lots of news bashing going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this thing can move if it wants to. That's for sure. I mean, look at this. Back in November here, we actually had a gap up on November 8th. So basically started running from $78 all the way to $141. I mean, that's 100%er almost right there. So that the stock can definitely provide those kind of gains if you get in at the right time. But yeah, it definitely likes to pop, and it does it.
You know. What kind of move was that yesterday? That roadblock had.
Let's see. Oh yeah, look at this.
28 to 33 was that?
28 to almost 34. That's big. Look at that run. That's beautiful. Look at that.
And a lot of charts look like that. And that's why you have to, in this market, you have to time things pretty spot on.
Yeah.
On these moves, because like you say, yesterday it was up a nice, what was that, like 12%, something like that. And then today it's down 10%. So you really have to be particular on how to play the market in this condition. But we're there. We're taking you along the way, the ride along the way. We're going to help you out no matter what, to find these trades in any market. So
yeah,
that was great. I think that Amy got like, I don't know, like maybe 200% on that Roblox.
Oh, Amy, yeah, Amy's been killing the RBLX alerts. It does.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, they got weekly options too, so that's good.
If you guys don't like to option trade, maybe you prefer the equity side. We did alert Roblox when it was $22, and that was on the let me see, what date was that? Like 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I think it was on the 10th of May. We alerted at $22. If you just like to play the equity and not option side, there's money to be made in these larger cap stocks, and we got it from 22, and I think the high was like 33, 34 after that. So you could, yeah. Or Upstart, we got 100%. I mean, Upstart after earnings came down to like $25, and then like 1 week later it was over 50 again. So there is huge potential, guys, in this market, and that's why we like to play larger cap. And they're safer plays because they have the fundamental side of things is pretty strong actually in these companies. So I rather focus on this kind of large cap stock than try to play those small penny stocks at the moment. But yeah, if you look at Upstart, man, Upstart, we alerted at, like, I'm telling you, like 7 cents from the bottom. Like it was 25.50 and the low was 25.43. So
yeah, oh yeah, look at that.
Right, you see that?
Yeah. Another one you called the bottom. We do got some couple questions in live stream chat. Bringer said you can change the color by clicking on the eye icon for the indicator in the chart. I'm assuming he means up here. Instead of going up here and messing with this stuff and edit, I can just go right here to the EMA, and there's a little settings button there. So just a little quick shortcut if you want to change stuff with the EMA. Appreciate you pointing that out, Bringer. I mainly trade on Fidelity, but I do use Webull for some charting and stuff like that. DT Small 80 wants to know if we're taking any questions. Absolutely, fire away. Man. Yeah,
fire away.
Type it in. We are recording this on YouTube. So if you unmute yourself, you're not going to be heard in the actual recording because you're not on the recording software that we have right now. So if you have a question, just type it in the live stream chat, and we'll definitely get to that question right away for you.
Yeah, Bull can just repeat what you say.
Yeah, I can also just repeat what you say.
As long as there's no bad words in there.
Yes.
Oh, you're still there, man.
Wow.
That's cool. Nice, man, I miss Italy. Let me tell you, my wife tells me that we need to go back.
I've never been to Italy.
Oh, we can switch. We can switch. You take my house, I take yours. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's okay. So let me go ahead and repeat that question for the recording. I appreciate that, DT Small. So DT Small asks, when we get into an option play, how are we determining our take profit, or basically our profit targets? I can kind of hit that a little bit, and then maybe Lee, you can elaborate. For me personally, the first target should be 10, 15, 20% around there. And a lot of times what we can do is once we're in an option position, if we're up 10, 15, 20%, we could put maybe a stop loss of 75% of the position, assuming you have more than one contract. What you could do is maybe take profit around the 10, 15, 20% area for the majority of your contracts, and then maybe leave one runner in case it wants to, in case you can get more out of it. What do you think, Lee? But I think just if you're starting out in options, maybe just go for like 10, 15, 20%.
I do the same. I feel like it's the same kind of deal. It's all about the percentage for me, and I go for about like 15, say like the first, like once it gets past a certain price that like 15%, I may trim my position. And then if that trend continues the way, obviously I put the alert out. So if it continues on that trend, then I'm just going to raise my stops. I'm just going to keep raising my stops until I finally stop out at, obviously my profit's going to be higher than that 15% that whatever I left running. So I'm just going to raise my stops. And as soon as that trade breaks down, you're going to stop out with those profits, the remaining profits. And that's kind of how simple I do it. I trim my position once I hit my targets of 15, 20%. And then like Bull said, I leave some on the table. I raise my stops, so a guaranteed profit, and I can't lose.
Yeah, I love that. And what's interesting, Lee, is when you do sell the majority of your position and you leave like a runner per se, your average on that runner, technically, I don't know if your broker will automatically change the average for you, but when you're taking profit on 75% of your position, that remaining 25%, your break even on that is going to be a lot lower than what you think because of the profit you took on the first part of the position, right? So I like doing that just because it gives us a lot of cushion on the remaining that we leave in there. But yeah, DT Small, I hope that answered your question there as far as what kind of profit you should be looking for on the options.
Yeah, so you want to trim at that first target, set yourself a target, maybe a percent of like 10, 15, 20%. But once you start getting into that profit, then you just raise your stop up. So you're not going to, I hate to see people like they're in profit 10, 15%. They don't raise their stop. And then if the trade decides to break down, then they're in the red because, they didn't raise their stop. So the best thing to do is either raise your stop to break even so you're not going to lose, or raise your stop so that you got some profits on the table if it breaks down.
And we see that.
That's it, man. You're never going to lose if you do that. If you just have no stop in place and you run it down 30, 40%, then you're hoping for it to come back.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Me too, man. Yeah. Me too.
Well, how many times have we... Nice. I'll meet you there.
Oh, man. It's down the street. Isn't that Winter Garden?
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, man. So you're from Florida too then. Yeah, we got a bunch of Florida people in here. Gotcha. Nice, man.
Well, oh, man, we're going to be there. Me and Bull will be there. And let me tell you, your house value is probably going to be triple when you get back. So that's on that too, man.
That's great. Values are definitely a little inflated, aren't they? Yeah, a lot. But yeah. Well, it's interesting because values are still going up, but we're on the 4th month of existing home sales have been declining. But the values are still going up, and that's because the supply is not there, right? We need some
That's
new
why
home
it's
builders.
going down. That's why it's going down, because there's nothing there.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah.
Let me tell you one thing is I bought, like, in the end, because I bidded on several houses like 6 months ago. In the end, I just said, you know what, I'm just going to buy a brand new house. So I bought a brand new house.
Nice,
6 months ago, right? So it's about to be finished. It's not ready yet. It's I think it's like 2 months out from being ready. But let me tell you, when I bought that house and signed that contract, lucky enough, I was able to sign the contract because sometimes they delay it depending on how many houses they've sold in that month.
Right.
I kid you not, the house value on that house I haven't even lived in yet, it's gone up about 40,000.
Good thing you got that contract signed and locked into the price.
Yeah, man, exactly. Because some people on waiting lists, right? They're on waiting lists for like houses to be built in developments, and they can't sign the contract. So every time the house in like the values go up, they have to raise the new house values too.
Right.
So people drop off those waiting lists because they can't afford it anymore. They're not approved for that much. So that's why you have to get a contract in place, signed at that price. Otherwise, it's going to continue to go up until you sign.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, too late. Too late. But
that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. You can build. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Yeah, Amy, come build by me and Lee. That's good to know, man. Very cool. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to keep that in mind for sure, because I'm always
now for real estate agents. I mean, the market's probably going to come slowly down or like steady, right? It's going to steady the ship. It's not going to dump. I don't think it's going to dump. So what do the real estate? So what does the real estate agents? They must be saving their money because there's times where there's nothing out there. The market's crap, and they can't make any commission. So I mean, real estate agents, you guys must save a lot when you're busy, right? Just in case.
I mean. Yeah, you need to keep some money on the side in case you're not closing deals. That's definitely true.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Me too. Yep.
They're going to be upside down. Yep. They might just walk away. Yeah.
Well,
I got some money. I got some money set aside for that. So I can't wait.
Well, I was going to say that's what we thought about COVID, right? COVID, we thought we're going to see a lot of like foreclosures, but nothing. There was nothing really on the market foreclosed. So I think you're right. I think that the market does come down, but in Florida, it's not going to come down as fast as other states. I think Florida, there's a lot of people moving here.
There is.
Right. Yeah, it's just
kind of like a separate market there. Yeah.
It really is, but yeah. Okay, what are we looking at? Sorry, we're like talking to him, but we're on the recording. It's all right, man.
That's okay, man.
I see you soon.
I appreciate the engagement, DT. Well, I'll see you soon.
Looks like Spire's going to make a new low of day coming up.
Yeah, Yep. If you're looking at my screen here, look at this volume profile at the bottom. Lots of red candles here, folks, and they're pretty good sized ones. Coming into close here, it's about 3:45 p.m. Eastern. So if you have any options that you don't plan on holding over the weekend, now would be a good time to think about maybe closing those positions out.
Let's see.
We are definitely selling.
Yep, it's going to be the volatile moment right here. The last 15 minutes, we're going to see a lot of volatility.
Yep.
And whenever I come on these streams, I automatically know that Bull's got the SPY up. He's
I mean, I'm just addicted to it.
Yeah, man.
Well, and you know, the more you watch the SPY, the more you can kind of get a feel of price action, right? And it's just practice, you know. The more, and that goes with anything. The more time you spend on something, the more knowledgeable you're going to be about what you're watching there.
Oh wow, we got a lot of energy stocks running into close. HUSA running into close.
What was that? HUSA?
Yeah, Houston American. Yeah, running.
Oh wow, look at this. Holy moly. Now that's not good for the market in the overall market, because we already know from experience that when energy runs like this, that's a lot of people flying to safety here with their money, which is not good for the overall market. Usually we'll see the market dip when this happens. And that's exactly what we've seen today. SPY was only down 1.4% today, and now it's down 1.67%. So 0.2%.
It's trying to push up right now, I think, right?
Yeah, it's trying.
Yeah. The good thing is that I've seen a lot of like Starbucks say that in this red market today, Starbucks has kind of just been flat. So there's a lot of companies that have gained some profits this week and just been flat today when the market's been down 2%. I think QQQ, which is NASDAQ, is the leading down. I think it's like 2.6% down today.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But I mean, there's some companies out there that are just flat, which is nice to see. They haven't dumped off. Which like I see like Starbucks, like Uber, they're only down like a 1%, 2%, and that's it. So
I like seeing that. I like seeing that.
Yeah,
when we have a broader overall market sell-off, and keep your eye on the stocks that aren't selling off. Okay, that means they're probably at pretty good levels there if they're not selling off with the rest of the market. So I like trying to find those.
Look at Amazon. Look at Amazon, man. I mean, Amazon was one that had a huge run this week, held up at this level pretty well. Also, there's a lot of FOMO going into Amazon because the split is today. The record date is today, and then Monday it opens at the new split price. So there's a lot of FOMO running into this one today. Yeah, this week.
Now that forward split goes into effect on Monday. We're going to be trading the new price on it. Okay, good to know. I mean, I knew the forward split was coming. I guess I just forgot that it's time. We're at the point here
it's time, baby. It's time to go. It's time to bring us that split price of $120.
Yeah, man. I have some. Yeah, Google's next. Google's next. Now Google. Yeah, I got some money in my Vanguard retirement account just sitting there, solely going to be dedicated to these forward split companies. So I'm going to start building positions and go on a ride. Looks like, let me go back to SPY here.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, is it ripping?
Yeah, it was, and now it's well, we got a lot of. Look at the size of the wick on this candle. Okay, it's coming down now. Yeah, so. Hit its head on the 50 moving 50 EMA. And,
why do you think the market came down today, Bull? Do you have any conclusion on that? Because they're not.
I mean, I just think
payroll was good. I mean, there was good numbers. They actually said that the jobs expanded this past month, and they were expecting lower numbers, and they actually beat the numbers.
I mean, personally, I think it's coming down because. I mean, look what happened last week, you know, with that big bull run we had last week. We had 5 green days in a row. And on the bigger picture, yes, SPY is down today. But like we were talking about earlier, we're still kind of trading in this channel. So I think this is kind of consolidating right now. What do you think?
I think Pookie was about to say something too. So come on,
go ahead,
Pookie.
Pooks.
You should be.
Or not. we got about 10 minutes before the bell rings, you guys, for options. Now, SPY options do trade until 4:15 p.m. So you got a little bit extra time there.
Go ahead, Pooks.
Reminder. Yeah, go ahead, Pookie. I might have him turned down or something. I do.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going to get out of here before you start saying let's live trade.
Yeah. 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 Right. Right.
The numbers were good. The numbers were real good. The non-payroll numbers or non-farm payroll were solid numbers. Like it's so funny, right? Like they could be bad numbers and the market starts to just to fly. And then when they're good numbers, they take it bad. So I really think that's because they're also the Feds, right? They're probably going to tighten their policy a little bit more now and maybe quicker because we're at full employment. And that's why they want to probably hit it a bit harder, the inflation.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate those kind of
Yeah.
They're like the invoice is due, my friends.
Oh, here we go. We got a little push on SPY here. Last we got 7 minutes before the bell. It totally, SPY pushed about 10 minutes ago, maybe 5-10 minutes ago. It pushed, hit its head on this 50 EMA, went down. Look at this hammer candle that came out. This green hammer candle right here.
Oh, that's juicy. I know that you love education and hammer candles. So let's hear it.
Look at the size of this wick on this hammer. That right there is telling you lots of buyers stepped in right there. And then here we are. Let's see what it does. But like you said, Lee, I mean, lots of volatility during this time. Very well could just sell right back off.
I'm gonna sit my butt out. I'm gonna sit my butt out of this. I'm not gonna jump into no FOMO thinking maybe Monday it will be green. It could likely be green, but I'd rather just get into it on Monday when it starts to go that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
No lottos for me today, guys. We took too many lotto plays. We made some big gains this week, and I'm taking that to the bank. That's what I'm doing.
Don't give it back. Don't give it back.
Not giving it back.
Please.
Right, Prime Patrick? We're not giving it back.
That's right. Prime Patrick said, hell no. Yeah, Lee's voice is very therapeutic. Here. Ooh, look at SPY. Little push here at the end. Oh, wow. Lots of buyers stepping in.
It's going to close at 4:11 on the dot, just how I told you guys in the morning.
You called that out. You predicted that. I know we don't like to predict things, but when we do and we're right, it's a great feeling.
Yeah,
it's literally.
It felt good.
If this thing closes at 4:11, I'll buy some Cheesecake Factory for us.
Wow, man. Splashing out today.
Hey, I can always go. You know what? Yeah, I mean, I don't even have to come meet up with you. I'll just use Uber Eats and get it delivered to your house. How about that? Yeah, no, I don't see any questions in free live stream chat.
No, cat of PB said, "Is this the graduation?" No, you definitely missed the graduation. The graduation was last like an hour ago.
Yeah, and cat of PB, your name came up quite a bit during the graduation. You were one of the exceptional members of the class, and your name was on the recording on the screen. So they gave you a nice shout out there. So Cat of PB, keep up the good work. You're doing fantastic.
I will speak for him because he's not here. He said thank you very much. He's excited about the future of trading, especially trading with Pookie. He loves Pookie's voice, and he wants to hear more of that. So he's real excited about the future.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how you trade, but man, I would love to be like you one day, Pookie. Don't know how you do it. I just don't know how you do it. You're like a bot. You're like a robot. You're like an algo. That's who you are.
There we go.
Well, once you stop stalking Carlo, maybe it go up a little bit higher.
Wow.
You know, stop stalking them at the headquarters.
You know, the amount. Yeah, you know, you guys, the amount of volume that's coming in at the end of the day here, this is more volume on SPY that we've seen, that we're seeing right now that has been throughout the whole day. But the price is kind of just, you know, it's not really doing much. Yeah, it's flat, but there's lots of volume. So maybe it could be a
tug of war right now.
I think this is a good sign for Monday. We're getting all this volume at the end of the day on Friday. And then, you know, this could be a nice boost.
Still FOMO right now.
It could be a nice boost for Monday morning, I think. All this volume coming in here. I'd like to see that. Okay, you guys got really 3 minutes to close out your options. You guys, bell's going to ring.
Let me check my options. Let's see what I got. I've still got Palantir. Go ahead.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay, let me repeat
some of that because.
So, Amy says at 4 p.m. Eastern, they are doing crypto live on YouTube. So if you're into crypto, definitely go check out Amy. She's phenomenal.
And you know what? There's so much opportunity in the crypto market right now. I mean, the overall market's gone up and the cryptos just stay flat or down. So I think that there's going to be some push here in the near future. So definitely get in on that live stream with Amy.
Yeah. And another thing.
Yeah. Absolutely. The event channel. Yeah, that's where you're going to find it. You're going to find it at that event and update channel, which is all the way at the top of the list. Oh, I'm definitely showing up now.
Yeah, Amy, you were mentioning. Amy was mentioning earlier that Bitcoin's kind of trading in a little channel here, basically 32,300 down to 28,500. So she had mentioned earlier that you know, if it keeps hitting its head on this 32,000. If the price does go back up there, you could probably do a short position and make a quick buck there on Bitcoin. And then same thing, if it goes back down to this 28,500 level, you could go long and then maybe take profits when it gets back up to 32. So just keep that in mind, you guys, that it could be some easy plays on Bitcoin here.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap this up, Bull, and
let me go ahead.
Friday afternoon. Let's wrap it up. Let's hear your final say and close us out, my friend.
Yeah, we had a great week today. This week, you guys, fantastic plays being alerted in the premium section. Lots of money was made. We got some fantastic members that are just doing a fantastic job following the plays and making money right alongside us. And just a reminder, me and Lee, we do this every Friday for Power Hour, 3 p.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. every Friday. So make sure to check us out. And again, just a reminder, there is a Crypto Live is starting right now on YouTube if you guys want to go check that out. Again, this is the Swinging Bull and Mr.StockLockProfits checking out a Power Hour. And if you guys need anything after we cancel this stream, feel free to reach out to us and we'll get back to you right away. But we'll see you guys next time.
Have a great weekend, guys.
See you.